Here she comes. Satori! Let's quietly ask for how we'll sway her to our side. I'll leave that to you. I trust... looks like they've already started talking. Let's...
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me is... Okay, strange. I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they?
So, which
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel
a mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll
I hear you. The gods are asking, Sitaria.
Why haven't I gone...
Sitaria, why don't you just go home?
And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to...
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is...
King Deshret? Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King Deshret's...
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer.
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait! Whoa! She just... Well done. Sitaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core. Aw, Nahida. All I know is... Anyway, enough of that. She's out of games now.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you gardening? But don't you hate every... Fair enough. Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Huh? Wasn't he nursing...
He sprained his...
Actually, while we're talking...
Yeah, he's been
If you could find the time. He has a quick temper.
Oh? So, who are you citing? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray...
Akeem, you don't mean...
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this. You really zeroed in, but once everything... Come on! Sitaria's already started talking with Shisha.
So, like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something? Wait, did you just say attic?
Oh, right. I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival.
Wait, how could you be aware?
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia...
Shishan, don't...
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed. In reality, shouldn't you be the one...
Please stop!
Even now, Satari is still trying to... She can no longer justify... Hey, she's trying to... This is the most...
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct?
Please, try to remain calm.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their...
Heretics?
What King Deshret? Many people I know have suddenly...
Miss Sataria,
You know...
King Deshret is immortal. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the lost child of King Deshret. Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of King Deshret. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of King Deshret? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched... Please tell me, what can I do for you? I was just one of... But I know I've just been... However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to
fight against the
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant. One thing, though. I won't be able to transfer the document.
The Academia entrance.
Don't worry about... I'm only suggesting...
Alright, I trust.
So... The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the one... Maybe it's time...
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed the Traveler's execution was in Gene. Well, not pray. But if we're going to pray to the god... Catherine, right? That's right. I suppose I'm the other cap. Shh! We're on a secret. Yep, Paimon's right. If something were to after all. Yep. Exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about us. What do you feel? It's the... No, I think he's right. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. Huh. I also can't... Well, but...
Take it easy.
There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet. People doing here at this hour of the night?
The triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor. If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City! What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Oh no! What should we do? These are all just regular people! Leave now. You need to get out of here. What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here! Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru! Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
This should be far enough. Is the Hida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. And that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor. Yeah, but what are the Fatui? Yeah, things would be a lot easier with Nahita's help. Nahita said we'll meet again outside of the city, but we can't just keep waiting around, right? You mean... Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Vidia forest? That has to be the same project. Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Quiet now.
The wind knows me. A fateful offering.
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you all right. Take a look around. You've fallen right into our trap.
Are you mercenaries from the Corps of 30? Did you come here to arrest us?
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs who don't even get scraps for their work. We are an elite brigade that commands the hot...
The outcast? But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after? You're up, traveler!
Take it easy.
My apologies! Sakura Swirl!
Into the wind.
Whirling Snow!
New punch.
Diana Special! Shake it and stir!
Busted.
One with nature.
Things are about to get dicey.
It isn't over yet! Here comes reinforcements!
Sumetsu!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds come.
Gotcha.
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries are? Yeah. Looks like we'll have to keep our guards up. But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. Going up against...
doing too well. My Elazar has been progressing at a faster rate lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks. As a result, Master Tainari has taken me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's tasks.
Oh, Kale! Speaking of Tainari, did he go off on patrol? We're here to talk to him!
Oh, Master Tainari? You just left the Avidia Forest a little while ago. He was headed to Party's DI.
Huh? He left? What? Isn't Tainari always saying that he never wants to leave the Avidia Forest? He even turned down the Sage's invitation.
I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari always prioritizes his work as a forest watcher above everything. He almost never leaves his post. No, I only found out that he left the room to leave in such a hurry. I'd guess he had something urgent to take care of. Master Tainari originally studied in the Amorta Darshan of the Academia, and Partis DI is something like the Amorta's research base. Many rare shrubs and grasses have been planted there. I know that before he became a forest watcher, Master Tainari once spent a long time conducting research at Partis DI.
A research base, huh? Gotta wonder what kind of research. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm used to living with Elazar by now. If you
got it, will do. See you later, Kale.
Navigating the world.
Traveler, you've come at a good time.
Wait, this sounds like...
It is not long ago.
Contaminated?
I don't know about the specifics, but I hear that the Avidia Forest inhabitants won't leave their homes so easily. If we allow this contaminated region to expand, that's why I want to ask you to investigate the situation. Even if all you can do is...
This is forest business. Maybe Tainari will know something. Let's go find him. You're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey, this was supposed to be a touching reunion. Actually, it's very smart of the Plus. It's not like you could have known even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky. Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure analogy. Huh? But, well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us more about what happened. Are those poor people all right? When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the instead, he did something. Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations and mind jump away from him just as he was about to capture me. Whew. What a relief. The doctor sure pulled out some hidden cards, but good thing we had Nahida with us. I wouldn't be relieved just yet. I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds, which means we've lost another one of our trump cards. Also, the doctor is already an expert at modifying a... Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the academia, so it's possible he already started messing with the Akasha. Ugh, it feels like he's toying with us. What a plus! The doctor's combat ability alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being number 2 of the Fatui. We shouldn't give up hope just yet. Let's try to find another way to attack this problem. Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were trying to get to Party's Di? Have you been waiting for us? Yes, I have. I can see the Traveler's elemental energy. You didn't come here for sightseeing. We're looking for us. Okay. Today's the day!
Take it easy. Traveler? It is you!
Ah! It's Hypatia!
What a pleasant surprise! It's so nice to see the two of you again.
Who's this? She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the, what's it called? Satyavada life? Oh, I see.
That's right, we're all...
Hypatia? Wait, no.
What do you think? My consciousness.
You did it! Congratulations!
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy when my consciousness made contact with the gods. Ah, what a supreme and unparalleled experience that was!
That sounds incredible!
Oh, all right. Actually, please wait. I haven't forgotten my promise to you. Remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from my current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
You can do that? I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try, I'll do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneal with me. This is still a crucial part of the ceremony.
We're using that incense again?
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your consciousness.
Okay.
Ready?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What was that? Did we actually just see the Balladeer's myth? But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Such a noble will! Such sublime emotion! Alas, shame. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart. Oh, great and merciful God, please grant me forgiveness and salvation.
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no periporno life, but rather...
Ah! You! Why are you so... I found divine...
Hypatia?
That's how I always... Wait, have I... already lost my mind?
Wait, something isn't right. Okay, we finally lost him. Are you...
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your body for... After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? Wait, then where is Nahida's...
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, "The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, but even in a moonless..."
Oh no! Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague. Oh, that makes sense! Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without him knowing. She's being extra careful. Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from that. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Surasthana. Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who was occupying the traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Your guess is correct, but the situation...
That's all right. I've spent some time with you.
Thank you, Tainari.
Ah, that. All I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irmin's.
Huh? Did you see something? What?
Do you have any evidence? So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but if I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision by not accepting their invitation. The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. Sounds like we're in for a bad time. From your description, I don't think they've completed their project. There may still be room for us to intervene. But then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irmin's soul?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals. Right. We've pretty much gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about you, Tainari? What are you going to do?
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help Hypatia. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Rabat. That'll be your fastest route. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help. May the spirit of wisdom go with you.
Thanks, Tainari. Hope... We finally made it to oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside.
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Over here.
Oh, Hazen went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
What the? Where did he go? How did we lose him?
More Aramite mercenaries? How are they working?
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless... There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of all I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the...
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the However...
Oh, right. You do...
I have no interest... And these days... Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still in... Everyone says that... Which brings me back... The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, to have that kind of reaction, I...
Alhaitham, you...
So that's your... But that does prove you do have some... No...
That's right.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aruv...
It's always better to try...
Take it easy.
Before us...
Whoa.
Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken.
Alhaitham. Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice
seemed to me more like... Yes. General Mahamatra Sina.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Alhaitham. If I were you, I'd never... I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand...
Has Alhaitham done something wrong?
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless...
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. And why, as General... As far as have you been given a mission that... If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority?
I should have known you'd be...
You two!
Ahem. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia?
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the academia duking it out one. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous, but how dare you bring your petty disputes into... It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some... Hey, did either of you...
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so...
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently? Hey! All of you!
Someone's calling for...
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you...
All right.
Well, hey, wanna play sardines with three people who wanna tear each other? The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself.
Our savior, nice to meet you, Candace. Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister.
All right. Now that we're all better, as a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow village, and now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility. So please, if anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality.
Oh!
And that goes for you too, Miss D. Do I make myself...
All right. I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now.
Wait!
I have nothing to hide. So there's no shame in While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, a little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an... I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless. I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance. I will never give up on this.
Sino seems pressed now that he's no longer the... Well, Sino, if that's...
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard the sages asked you to investigate a Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented.
Yes. I wasn't... After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, their words can... From my perspective... So, had I been less...
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the academia I was waiting in Port Orm, so it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran in, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation.
That's true.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you. I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been... After all...
You should be well aware, Scribe Al-Haytham. Answer me this.
Have I not made myself...
Fine.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. What? I had nothing going on, so but then I saw these two.
Is that all? Well, I will...
That's more like it.
Whoa! What was that?
No need to worry. Fighting in a sandstorm.
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry.
The wind's died down. Candace still isn't...
When you put it that way.
Yes. They just keep...
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
One with nature.
Think you can bully me? Shake it and stir! Can't handle you!
Busted. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. The wind knows.
Game's up. Time's over.
Sakura swirl!
Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up? Pew pew!
Gotcha.
The wind knows. Time to go. Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strike.
Whirling snow!
The creature stopped appearing.
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I am the chief of Aru village.
Sir, I am all...
I can't... Besides, Sans...
So,
Everything in the nat...
Everyone in our,
village keeper?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Most of them are scholars. The academia believes that they're...
Alas, but no one in the...
I've had encounters with those people.
The mantra...
Mock me if you will. But if you are guilty...
Oh, you're the former...
Is it because you're reminded of a patient? But, is it really...
I'll be grateful for... Let's start by finding... Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we... One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. when mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But initially, the people of Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night. All the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that, the people of Aru Village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
The soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru Village? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru Village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then!
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one so, what do you make of the story? Really? Lesser Lord Kusan...
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was...
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. Lesser Lord Kusanali... The academia has always... In addition...
No way! Nahida Death...
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth!
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali. How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation. But easier said than done.
Excuse me, are you here to help?
Huh?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isa.
Is your grandpa
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa...
The person you're referring to...
Grandpa is just Grandpa. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around... I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was.
Whoa. Oh, Ethan wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses.
Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
All right. But...
Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. So grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again. Only it's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes
Perhaps. It's also my
Maybe the people have always had a considerate God watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing. As long as Isak keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Sino.
Hey, Isak! Oh, it's you! We've cleared everything up! Let's go find your grandpa!
Really? Wow! Thank you so much! Yeah!
Alright. Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers? Oh, when I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
The scholars that have gone missing, have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the but honestly...
Do you also think Grandpa...
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little... He was actually the one who It still feels pretty... Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad...
Gotcha! Thank you!
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit...
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests.
Oh, yeah.
I've known you since you were...
Wow, what a nice guy! Okay, thank you, sir.
Huh? Don't say anything for... Let's head over there.
Just what will we come across this time?
Listen.
Have you heard? The mighty King...
Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true ruler of the... Still.
Haven't you noticed? Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of King Deshret's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and King Deshret. Isn't it a sign of King Deshret's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for King Deshret's resurrection.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Yeah, bro, This guy's something else. Just look at his eyes.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about...
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madman will disappear and that King Deshret will return to this land. I'm not making this up, I swear! Hey, it's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had... Would you want to live like this if Delavar also said that once King...
Is that...
seems like...
Please, don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like King Deshret, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking, and many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty... He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of...
I heard.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead, but we need to check a few more places. Very well.
Isak!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me. Grandpa, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa. Well, this is where...
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? But are you okay?
There's a scent that you can sense.
A certain
So,
Huh?
Yes.
Wait.
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent in the forest?
What are you looking for?
Here it is. Take a look right here. Although the trait from the size and shape, the scent is quite faint.
But who would come?
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away.
Huh? So you can lure? Hey! What's...
Exactly. Even deep within the
No. So someone's taking advantage of... Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance...
It's highly...
Please, you have to save my grandpa.
Sounds like we'd better...
Let's head to Aru Village.
Right.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
Welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too!
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Hatham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Did you find out anything useful? I see.
The resurrection of King Deshret? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention, making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then?
If it was any... Didn't you say that the village...
If Paimon remembers correctly...
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur... These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. Way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert.
Tia! You're amazing!
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right...
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot... Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual... I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with...
Fine.
Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebat with me.
Alright, sounds like a plan!
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day.
Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed
I know what you mean. I had the same. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really? It was only after I grew up that I realized. The wall of Sumeru is we're cheap labor. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia, geniuses like I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey,
no. Besides.
Yep, we got it!
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful. Our mission started the moment we arrived. Let's go check out the tavern. Just our luck.
You mean, you don't—
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello!
Anyway, Spart.
Absolute.
Yeah. Have you seen Enger?
Of course I have.
I've got a spy.
Ah.
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this.
Yes, how can...
Are we there yet?
Yep.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on.
Oh no! It's an ambush!
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. Not only do I...
So, you've been...
Uh-oh.
And you left...
So you and Delavar...
But you got one?
If that's the case...
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Enger. You're here too, huh?
Long time now. Dia.
Yeah.
See?
You're not wrong.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
New punching.
Quietly now.
The wind knows me.
Yeah! Embrace the ice!
Into the wind. Chip.
Take that! Impossible!
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now? I'm guessing you're in... And of course you would... Even though you... That so-called... That's what you thought. And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. Okay.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in our...
No task can be...
Oh!
Those two who were snooping around were just...
Oh! You...
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Enger and Delavar like to talk themselves up. Alcohol...
What about...
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar. That's what you wanted to ask.
Wait! So...
No, he...
Wow!
Ah, you're too...
So...
Hmm?
About how mercenary...
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia? Do you dislike the...
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. I've begun to realize, but I see through...
Dia...
Anyway, looks like we're... This should be all of them. All right.
Candace, do you need it?
Candace will be okay on... She's been guarding Aru village for quite... Well, I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, traveler. As for these... Right on time.
Paimon's been...
We've known each other for...
Oh, Paimon...
Yep, I guess us mercs on the other...
Well, Paimon...
Really?
Oh, Sino's...
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some
Oh!
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Candace, Whoa! You look furious!
Do I?
Oh, there's no
Perhaps I need to work. Still.
Yes, please.
Well, looks like Sino...
You fear death. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community. You come here.
You've made your bet.
We may all be desert dwellers. But there is one thing that the people of Aru Village care. A war would only cause...
I'll tell you everything.
I'm listening.
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up a...
Yes, it was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him.
That's one.
Huh?
Strike.
Wait, I'm telling you the truth. He got us to lure them out of their house. You gotta believe me, please.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu.
Okay.
If my sister, some time ago, it strikes me.
Which means it's highly likely that the
Not the academia again.
Just as I... But what could they want?
People are nothing... Regardless.
You're right. Isaka's still waiting for...
Time to go.
Yes.
You got it. Candace?
All right.
Let's meet back here.
Well...
You were gone for... Hey, what's with the...
You never...
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an... there's just nothing super obvious to...
Well... You've... Anyway...
Yeah... enough with the...
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team...
All Hatham. You haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village.
Yeah,
While you were...
Really?
To be honest, not to mention that going separate ways allow...
Huh?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But...
What is that?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every...
You mean...
Hiding the truth... Remember what Candace said? Most people... By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concern. Glad you're following. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's... The reason being...
Those eyes.
Don't change this.
It's quite obvious that she's
Right.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she...
I think it's been a few days.
Remember? She made a point of denying...
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village... By getting involved...
I'll pass on... You said that she is afraid of me.
We're on it!
Miss Shawnee.
Mr. Alhaitham.
Huh? What do you mean?
Go ahead and talk to her. Go on.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you... hi, Traveler. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. Before, Traveler, do you believe our lives will get...
Yeah! We came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you. But even so, we have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them!
I wanted... My apologies for posing my question.
Alhaitham told us you...
The fact is that I'm... only one side of my family. Some believe in the...
Speaking of which...
Yeah. Slowly, I just stopped talking to... And then it happened.
You can tell them.
All right. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing. Perhaps... it used to be louder and...
I confirmed this with Bud. Because we're in the middle of...
There's really nothing...
I think they used to use it for treating a...
Yeah! Is this the place? Monsters! Watch out!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Look at you, Boozle!
Gotcha!
The wind knows me.
Think you can bully me? Diana Special!
Quietly now.
As one with wind and cloud, one with nature.
Take it easy. Busted.
Sakura Swirl!
The wind knows me.
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
Take flight! Kamisato! Sumetsu!
They were easier to, He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one. Let's go in and take...
Hey,
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then, I'm taking a break.
and just like that, he's... What are you reading?
Okay, sure.
Huh?
So,
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya! How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, Paimon's your... And anyway, it's not Paimon's... Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below. Something is off about the interior here. As I thought.
Wow. It's like they... Oh, it looks like they're...
Just what will we... Propagate!
Busted. My apologies. Take flight!
One with nature!
Quietly now.
The wind knows me.
We've gotcha. Whirling snow.
Into the wind.
Game's up. Time's over.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Embrace the ice. Quietly now.
Spring forth.
Take flight.
The wind knows me.
Busted. Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding. Quietly now.
One with nature.
Here comes the catch. Gotcha.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
My apologies.
Busted.
Brings a smile to my face.
Into the wind!
Gotcha.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud. Propagate! Germinate!
Whirling snow.
Game's up. Fun's over. Busted.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Gotcha.
Into the wind! The wind knows me.
Busted.
My apologies. Yeah.
like a lamb to the slaughter.
Quietly now.
Whirling snow! My apologies!
Busted.
Whirling snow!
Gotcha.
Take flight!
Wind strider. Busted.
Propagate!
One with nature. Quietly now.
Spring forth!
Here comes the cash.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Embrace the ice!
Scatter!
Wind strider.
Propagate!
Look, there's good idea. Let's approach.
Wait. You're...
He can't speak. Also,
Didn't expect to see...
you know it?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the Academy.
He's a scholar too?
No. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest. Leaving that question aside for the moment, looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully...
Loaded.
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurt. The symptoms are identical.
Huh?
Allow me to jog your memory. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh!
Correct. The Academe, it isn't difficult to deduce the rash. First, These rumors were all the persuasion that the rat, as well as being a life for the desert, many would give, even if complications arise. The notion of an academic.
Oh, that makes. But there's.
Throughout this process, one thing is first, they were scholars. Then they became lunatics. After that, they were. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human. If you can't find
Resource?
one possible.
Extract?
With the technology, perhaps the.
So, the human brain.
I'm the academia. Anyway, judging by Razak's, or perhaps his curiosity. The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. However, the academia is. I've spent quite.
You mean you're not.
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, extracting info.
Sounds like you're really.
Of course. Whether it be academics or this matter need.
Wait!
Not to be callous, but no. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru.
Probably not.
You can say that. The divine knowledge capsule.
Hyman's been wanting to say.
Though I must say, uniqueness is also an app.
Wow.
I'm just a more like. He won't last long if we leave him here. We'll work out our next.
We're back!
You must be tired.
What's the situation?
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar.
Yep, pretty much!
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village, since divine Canta knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled one.
We may have one of us could be secretly.
Huh? Are our friends.
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies Sino. You're the.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next word.
It is simply a logical.
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Al-Haytham.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of if you want to raise a vicious wolf.
The academia?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha day. On this day, I remember seeing the—
You're saying that the But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's
It predicted
the academia.
So that's how it is. Sino had tenacity of will, and Sino, don't take it to heart.
They escaped.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements.
Whoa,
There is always an opportunity.
Oh, so that's how it. If the academia is trying to. Yep, that.
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys!
Please, wait! I want to go. I want to find Grandpa.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let Paimon feel. So, where do we go from here?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay.
These are likely fragments of it. Looks like there were let's split up and...
Is this what we're searching for?
This is definitely a...
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the... They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means...
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been intact, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring.
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Ugh, of course it is.
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do.
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Dia? Why would you...
Dia!
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? What?
Well...
This complicated...
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself, I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting King Deshret. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Face the facts, Rahman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring King Deshret back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing a—
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon with these scholars in our custody will stomp the Academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The Academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're all—
They look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of great filthy traitors? Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed King Deshret. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hot, perhaps.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade?
Precisely.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars, perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the Academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the Academia's way of doing things?
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Rahman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Rahman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Rahman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No!
You don't have to go this.
That's not for you to just
do it. Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces? You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave.
Phew. I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened. I should have trusted you.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you—
I'll watch from a safe distance.
Okay.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
Fine.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. Although, you brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only...
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man.
It's a 1-for-1 exchange. And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of...
You stay right...
Boy, what do you think you're doing?
Grandpa!
Don't you see this blade here?
You coward! Why are your hands shaking?
Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
This day's going...
The sand dune. I saw an energy field. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said. The dendro archon.
Grandpa?
Hey,
There used to be a...
it seems that when the symbols on the... It could have been an underground palace.
Oh, a miracle. Praise!
What's he doing?
They must have fallen down here. Most of them seem in...
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict.
He's not actually...
As it happens,
What are you doing?
don't you think it's curious? 2 major deities.
Paimon thought you were...
Indeed. New discovery.
Raman, what are you gonna do about...
I'll just let them lay here.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension.
Yeah! And there's so many plants. It's so...
Sir Rahman.
What? Huh? Are you mock?
Interpret it however you want.
Whatever you say.
There's nothing.
It does seem...
Into the wind!
Whirling snow!
Busted! One with nature! Scatter! Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
My apologies! Kamisato art! Sumeru!
Quietly now. Cha! Gotcha! Game's up. Fun's over. Busted. As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Embrace the ice!
Gotcha. The wind knows me.
Scatter!
One with nature.
Gotcha. Clouds high. The birds call.
Yeah! So rude!
Things are about to get dicey.
That's a sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something...
These are...
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Here lies his wisdom.
You can read?
Of course.
He's not serious.
There's still something off about this. The scent of light.
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden excellent. There's a device from...
Isn't she?
Yes. However, you'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Ruka Devata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memory.
Oh, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
But...
Was that the...
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason. You've just witnessed his...
I've never... The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. King Deshret's death. The all but we saw her as nothing more than a traitor. They stabbed us in the back.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
How could I ever begin to accept this?
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting.
My Eremites and I.
Hey.
I should probably go.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. But please, give me some time.
It's not gonna be...
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with.
When would be a good time for...
Tomorrow. And I'll return every last one of your men.
You seem to finally understand.
Yes.
That must have been rough. But he...
Raman's no fool. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King...
The outcome...
We should get going too. Let's head... Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
Need my help as usual?
Business here.
Yeah!
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Let me put my mind to it.
You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick or two.
Rain outlines your fate. Time to act. Time to act.
Some you wouldn't, and some you would.
Go!
Rahman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is thanks for agreeing to help.
Ah, don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you.
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no.
Whoa. The moment...
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other methods.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why?
They...
Don't play. They extract
Well, you better stop.
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Huh? That sure didn't...
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru. It may seem the withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like...
Continue.
And then, the doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But he asked them...
This is what the...
First, the Academia spent after that, with the doctor's help. And the... Next...
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge...
Call it an educated guess? Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. If it's knowledge...
You must have noticed, it is as if they are cursed with it as some organism. This is...
Then what does Les... Is she not a true...
From the beginning, when the Academia, they found that at the... Not to mention, slowly but surely...
So...
All right, let's... Raman, give...
Sure.